give us a sense of what really happened. I mean, your members and your of the PDP were at the INEC office today. What was the purpose? Why? What was the agenda of the PDP members at the INEC office today?
Yeah, thank you, Sheung. I carefully listened to the APC gubernatorial candidate trying to turn around everything that happens today. You see, I see him as a drowning man who is looking for ways to play to the gallery and to, bring chaos, crisis into the state. You see, today, the People's Democratic Party, we were at the INEC for a peaceful demonstration to drive home our demands to be jointly inspect sensitive materials or whatever it could be that were used in the previous election. And I heard him say that if we want to do that, we are supposed to call him. I wonder how PDP will want to take permission from Toye Cole when we have the electoral umpire, who are the ones who are in charge of the process. So we observe some sinister, arrangement between the APC and the INEC. And that was why we were there this morning to register our demands that we must have to be part of whatever inspection that will take place in the INEC. If you can see, we had lots of women, mostly women there. We had aged men and women there to a peaceful demonstration. None of us carried arms, but what we saw was that the APC gubernatorial candidate came there with talks, dressed in police uniform, and came there and started trying to disperse us and force their way into the INEC. And we said, no, that cannot happen. We are here to register our demands. After all, since after the election, other political parties have been going to the INEC to register their demands by way of protest. We, the PDP, have not been there before to cause any problem or try to disrupt them or chase them away. Why is he coming there with armed talks to come and chase us away? And before you know it, they started shooting at us. And you can imagine that. He said he had gunshot, but the gunshot victim was a member of PDP that has been confirmed dead as I speak to you. So the gubernatorial candidate of APC is very much economical with the truth, and he's trying to subvert everything that happened this morning in Port Harcourt. You see, we have had a peaceful election, and we thought like for once, in Rivers State, we have had a peaceful election, and let us celebrate. Just on Sunday, we were in church for the Thanksgiving, for a peaceful election. Nobody was, no casualty, no incident. But to our greatest surprise today, Pastor Toye Cole and his APC have come out to show that they are, a people who feel they have monopoly of violence. They can take life, they can act in any manner, without recourse, so that you are dealing with your fellow human beings. So, how can people who are having a peaceful
sorry,
protest?
Sydney, just for a minute. Let me jump in. So I'm in Marchton. I'm trying to, for sake of our viewers, to let's get a clearer perspective. So your folks, your members were already there. They were not exactly at the INEC office, but they were just a few meters away to the INEC office, the road adjacent to the INEC office. If the picture of that GRA area, if I can recall properly how that, there's a bridge, there's a junction which leads to the INEC office there, and your members were at some point on the side, and they were carrying their placards. Were you there yourself physically?
Yes, I was there.
So you had Mr. Toye Cole coming on the opposite side, because from his own account, he said he saw a blockade on the road leading to the INEC office. Is that right?
No, usually because of the electoral activity, the police always secure the parameters, around the INEC office. But that wouldn't stop any political party or anybody who have, peacefully wants to come and, make their demands to the INEC. We were only waiting to see if one of the INEC officials will come out, address us, and we'll make our demands, maybe give them our position, give them a letter or whatever, tell them our position, and then we leave peacefully. That was before, Toye Cole came with the thugs dressed in, police uniform, and they started going after our members and started
just a moment,
shooting at us.
Before we get to that point, so I'm trying to get a signal so that we know how these events unfolded earlier today. So he was on the other side approaching INEC office. Your members, were they forming some kind of human barricade? Is that right?
We were at the INEC office. We were in front of the INEC office.
Okay, so he needed to go through the crowd of the PDP protesters, isn't it, before he can get to the INEC office? Because I'm imagining where the clash. If the roads were not, if you didn't have to have any bodily contact or human physical contact, there wouldn't be any clash. Is that right?
Of course.
So it was at a point where he wanted to go through your members to get to the INEC office. That was where the clash started. Is that right?
No, what actually happened was they came and they tried to disperse us with their armed men. They started shooting at us, and people scampered, and we have casualties. That's where the whole problem lies. And right now, one of our members who was shot has been confirmed dead. That's the position where we are now. And okay, we are asking the Commissioner of Police, we are calling on the IG to wade into this incident immediately, and so that Toye Cole will be arrested and this incident properly investigated, so to serve as a deterrent to people who feel they are above the law.
Were you guys able to make contact with the INEC rec? I mean the PDP.
Yes, we were. We can't force our way into the INEC.
But either by telephone or by any means, was he aware that the PDP members are coming to the INEC office?
Of course, every other political party that goes there will not need to call the INEC rec. We will come there just like every other, protest happen, and the INEC officials will come out to address the people, and then the people will tell them what their concern is. And at that point, everybody will go home. They will now wait for INEC maybe to respond by way of action, to our demands.
Okay.
That is exactly what we went out there this morning, to do before Toye Cole arrived there with his